No mercy.
Take the satellite probe to the uplink station.
Nomad kill.
Friendly has the satellite probe.
Flag unit smoke.
Get the satellites back. Satellite transferred.
They're gone.
Satellite reset.
Red neutralized.
Guardian available.
They're gone.
What's up, guys? It's P-Team, and I recently completed 100% multiplayer. They call it the 100%er challenge, which is basically 100% of all the challenges in multiplayer. There's hundreds of challenges. It's like 200 or 300 challenges or something like that. But you get a pretty cool calling card. It's actually a Dark Ops calling card, which is right here, 100%er, complete 100% of all multiplayer challenges. And I wanted to show you some of the calling cards. Here's my current KD and win-loss ratio and stuff like that. I didn't go for 100%er for a while. You know, I went for dark matter, and then, you know, I was just playing for like a month or two, and then I was like, oh, let me go for 100%. That'd be kind of cool. So there's my current stats, and go back to challenges. So one thing is the Dark Ops do not count as 100%er. You'll see it says in the bottom right corner, Dark Ops challenges are revealed as you earn them. They do not count towards percent complete for operations. So I actually have every, and the reason that is because 100%er you get after, it's a Dark Ops challenge. So you complete 100%er, then you get the Dark Ops card. So I've completed every Dark Ops challenge also in addition. Nuclear Killer, Super, Mega, Ultra, Chain Killer, 100%er, Dark Matter obtained, Trick Shot, you have to kill a HCXD with a combat axe, finish the job, kill an enemy who survived damage from 5 teammates in 1 life, Calamity, that was a hard one for me, kill an entire team with 6 or more players in a very short time with a specialist weapon, Dr. Lung, kill an enemy underwater when you're both drowning, and Fresh Start, I did that a long time ago in the beginning. The only Dark Ops challenge I do not have is Nuked Out. And honestly, I haven't played a lot of free-for-all. I played enough free-for-all to get the 50 first place wins, but I haven't even played it since then. Mostly because when I'm online, I'm playing with friends and stuff like that. So I do want to get that, and then I'll basically have every challenge for Dark Ops completed too. But let me show you some of these challenges. And you get a master calling card for every section that you complete, and I'll talk about some of the harder ones. Get 10 quad feed medals for the killer. You can see all this merciless killer. Get 50 merciless medals. Get 15 ruthless medals. Fury killers. None of these really stood out to me. The humiliation definitely had a couple challenges in there that were kind of hard. Get 50 kills with your fists. So I definitely, you'll get some of those from Gun Game because Gun Game wins. The last kill you're killing with your fists. But then I basically just had to run around with no backup, and when I snuck up on people, I fisted them. So get 5 depth charge medals. I did that on Rise Hardpoint, but you can do it in other places too. You have to kill them with a C4 or trip mine underwater. Snack Attack, get 25 popcorn medals, kill 2 or more enemies with a single frag. I completed that, and the Sticky Bomber where you have to stick people during the normal 300 kills with lethals. Trying to see what else. Afterlife medals, career. Get 10,000 career kills. Nothing really there. Game victories, there's a couple of them that take a long time in here. 50 gun game matches. Free for all, if you don't play free for all, getting 50 first place wins. It took a while. I'm actually pretty good at free for all, but I mean, it definitely took a while. Let me see here if I go to game modes and free for all. There's my free for all stats. I got 11.5 win loss ratio. I haven't got the nuked out. The closest I've been is 30-2. But I've had a lot of games where I'm like 30-2, 30-3, 30-4, stuff like that. So here's my different win-loss ratio things. So let me go back to the challenges here. So this is the Dark Ops challenge that you get for 100%er. It's a pretty cool calling card. Trying to see what else here. So game victories. You know, a lot of these are just basically get 50 wins in each one. Search and destroy. I really recommend you play with a party there. Game heroics. So the ninja diffuses. Where is that at here? Get 5 clutch medals by defusing the bomb when you are the last player alive and enemies are still alive in search and destroy. I'm gonna make another video on that where I have show all my ninja diffuses that I did, and I got a couple cool tips about how to do that because a lot of people have a hard time with that. And I actually didn't find that challenge too hard. I actually found it more fun than I did hard. So make sure you look for that. It'll be one of my next videos here. Defuse the bombs 50 times total. Then the Dark Ops. Let's see here. Specialists. So specialist abilities and stuff, you have to get 100 kills with each ability. And then you also have to get 100 kills with every weapon. And then killjoys. You know, there's a lot of weird ones here. Get 10 ice medals, kill an enemy after they've been stunned by heat wave. Really, I just got those randomly. Score streaks. You know, so I know a lot of people have a hard time with this one. Destroy an enemy power core 5 times. Honestly, you just get them randomly. Like when you see an enemy power core come up, make sure you just go after it like crazy. Switch to your score streak killer class if you die, and just chuck 2 EMPs at it. But that calling card here down at the bottom, this pink cat, is the Nyan cat. That's one of the more coveted calling cards because it's so hard to get because of the power core. I'm trying to see what else here. There's a lot of kills just in perk 1 and 2 and 3 where you have to put on like specific perks. Lethals take a long time. You have to get 300 kills with all these different lethals. And the Thermite challenge was one of the hardest challenges for me. That really lowered my KD, getting those Thermite kills. I basically had to go to hardcore to get it because in core they literally just like laugh at the Thermite. Like unless they stand in it for 5 seconds, it doesn't kill them. So I had to go to hardcore, and I was getting hit markers with hardcore. I would hit them with the Thermite and they would still run right through it and not die. The Thermite is severely underpowered since they nerfed it. But the best way I found is that I went to hardcore kill confirmed, and I basically just equipped 2 Thermites and Gung Ho and Scavenger, and I ran around like a crazy man just kamikazeing with Thermites. And the cool thing about hardcore kill confirmed is that sometimes if you have the Thermite in your hand and they kill you, it drops and your tag's right there. And a lot of times they'll try to grab the tag and die from the Thermite. So that'll get you some. But I was getting like maybe 15 to 20 per game once I switched to hardcore kill confirm and just ran around with Thermites only. But it was really hard to do. It was definitely one of the hardest ones for me. And one of the other hardest ones for me was this Fire Discipline. Get a double kill or better 3 times in a match with all kills coming from lethals. And I literally completed all of these different lethals, C4s, frags, Semtex, Combat Axe. I completed all of these and did not get that challenge. I had to get it afterwards. I basically got it with Semtex, Scavenger on Nuketown, and I just got lucky. There were several times where I got 2 double kills in a game, and I just could not get the 3rd one. The tacticals, some of these take a long time. If you don't use concussions and flashbangs, they take a long time to get 300. You have to stun them and then kill them. And the concussions was actually the last one I completed. But I actually suggest, if you're pretty deep into playing the game and you're looking for a new challenge, go for 100%er because it actually made me play differently, and I've learned a lot of cool things. Like, for example, I love to run flashbangs and scavenger now. I got rid of extended mags, and I just run flashbangs and scavenger, and I toss flashbangs everywhere. If I think there's an enemy, I've tossed the flashbang. Sure, sometimes you get killed throwing it when you didn't quite know there was an enemy there, but I'm telling you, if you flashbang somebody and they don't have tac mask, they're completely worthless. Like, you'll see them like run around in the corner, run around in circles, just try to hide on the ground, and they're like a free kill almost. So flashbangs are really, really good. I think concussions are terrible, and flashbangs are amazing. So if you're using flashbangs, or if you haven't, try that. Another one here is hack 100 pieces of equipment with Black Hat, and Black Hat's pretty terrible now. Basically, I just stood in the back of my spawn when I was playing with teammates, and I hacked some UAVs. You can also hack trip mines and stuff, but you don't see those as much. But trip mines you can literally hack in like a half a second, or shock charges. But mostly I did it for UAVs, and if you're playing with a whole team, it actually kind of helps the team because you're getting like free UAVs. You only get about half of the UAV by the time you hack it, but that was pretty cool. Wild cards, a lot of these are just, basically, combine overkill, run overkill with different attachments and stuff like that. Get 300 kills while playing with 2 different tacticals and tactician wild card. Danger close, so, there's a lot of just like weird challenges in here. Basically, you just have to equip classes and just do them. But it's kind of cool to think like every day you play, you could be completing 1 or 2 challenges. And it also helps you level up if you're leveling up. I actually don't level up. I'm stuck on prestige number 5. And that's because I don't want to level up. Because I play with some of my friends and they're like level 3, 4, 500 and stuff. And it scares people away out of the lobbies. And I would rather be a little bit under the radar. I mean, sure, if they check my KD or something, it's they'll run away and stuff. But I'd rather not be like a level 800 and stuff, just because I don't see any benefit to it, and I only see downside to it where people will back out of your lobbies, and a lot of people complain online that they can't get lobbies when they're that high up and stuff. So there you go, guys. I'll be making some videos coming forward about the Ninja Diffuse and a couple other ones. If you have any problems with any of these challenges, let me know, and I'll give you some tips on how I did them. Or if you want to see any specific videos in the future, let me know, and hopefully I'll get my nuked out here if I actually start playing some free-for-all going forward. But that's it, guys, and thanks a lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, give this a thumbs up, and I'll check you next time.